I'm gonna try and do a mic check.
Can hear you well. Hi, Mo.
How are you, man?
I'm alright. How are you?
Literally trying to figure out the technicalities. Give me a sec.
Take your time.
One, two, 1, 2.
Can hear you twice for some reason. I can hear myself as well.
So we're getting double. What about now?
1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that's way better.
All right. So how have you been?
I'm alright. Yeah, I guess I can't say that much. It's been a very busy week. Yeah, me and the development team are creating something interesting. We're trying to figure out how can we make all the social activities in our game and all the new social features to be released as soon as it is possible. So yeah, and I'm waiting for Battlefield 5, Battlefield 6 release, which is apparently happening the moment we're having the AMA session. So if I disappear randomly, that's not the technical issue.
I was just literally gonna mention it because everyone is hyping it so much and it looks really good.
Yeah, we'll see how's the game gonna perform. I'm actually one of those people who enjoy the campaign rather than the multiplayer. So yeah, let's see if I can beat it in 2 hours and refund. Yeah, but I don't want to be an asshole, so I'll keep the game.
Yeah, yesterday I was literally going into not Battlefield. I was going into Call of Duty Black Ops 7 beta. And it kicked me out because there was an update and the beta is now done. And I was like, what the heck? I was literally screwed over because I was planning on playing a bit. But then
There's a
hopped on
lot of
into Warzone.
there's a lot of hate towards Call of Duty, so especially the newest one. But I hope these guys will manage to fix their reputation as soon as possible because there's kind of a bit of a race between Battlefield and Call of Duty for decades now. And this time the Battlefield is obviously one step ahead.
You know why? It's all because Microsoft screwed itself over with buying Battlefield and the whole Activision studio. Why did they do it? That made them it created a huge headache.
Oh yeah, but we're not here over politics, so let's move on to what we've got. How about you?
Yeah. We see some people already joined in. How's everyone doing? Good day, everyone. How's your party starting out? As you may have seen with the update in Tycoon, we have something quite nice coming out. I'd appreciate if AK can tell you a bit of summary of everything that they designed and rolled out this week. Everything should be live by Monday, I presume. Why don't you go ahead and tell us?
Oh, how about we just give them a little bit of time to wait for the release on Monday and see for themselves. There's a lot of new, tiny quality of life activities, some improvements. A little bit. We worked a little bit on the speed, and we made sure there's some extra rewards for the new players. We've also adjusted the pricings for the items that are available for purchase. And yeah, we're basically setting up the technical architecture for the upcoming updates, which we think would be, I can't say the game changers, but something that is really needed in the Web3 gaming, especially the social part of it. Yeah, just making sure there will be some competition for you guys.
To be honest, I was like literally digging deep, and there's one thing that we maybe need to address so that people can understand one specific feature that everyone is asking about. It's the giveaway, basically, in terms of the tournament for the referral program. It starts off on Monday, and basically, there's going to be a leaderboard, and it's going to, for the time being, it's going to be focusing on your referrals. The more people you bring in that are actual active players, you receive, like I would say, an extra point, which will move you up the leaderboard. And we'll be rewarding people. I think the top 200 people will be receiving the reward. Correct me if I'm mistaken.
I can't say that's what our product management team does, but yeah, I think you guys are having the best chances right now because there are not many so active players, especially players with the good amount of referrals. So let's say having at least 3 or 4, maybe 5 friends invited to Tycoon would guarantee you to be in the leaderboard. It's the best time because the feature is just getting introduced, and in a couple of weeks we're gonna keep this up. It's gonna keep going, and referral contests will be updated every week. So only the new people will count. And everyone who you invite are going to be your potential competitors in the upcoming contest. So this week, I'd say it's the best time. I actually have a couple of friends I'm not inviting just yet because, oh, devs are not allowed to participate anyway. I've just thought of it. Well, never mind. Never
That would have
mind
been
that.
cheating, yeah. Yeah. Still waiting on people to join in. To be honest, I'm looking into what we have on X and on YouTube. We actually got around like 40 people, 30 people on X. And yes, I did at last get our stream rolling on YouTube. So whoever wants to check it out there, it should be up and running. Hopefully without any troubles, because I cannot check it. I'm waiting on my team to verify for me that everything is working. Basically, I did this so that, as you guys asked, so we have a recording available for anyone to check out whenever they have the time. Yeah. What else can we tell them? Honestly, a lot of work is being done in preparation for the upcoming season. Hopefully, it's going to be in the next like 2 to 3 months fully ready. A lot of quality of life, a lot of features in general, a lot of stuff that AK is creating and brainstorming with the team. So yeah, I would say we have to wait for very big things with Tycoon. You can start dropping questions, of course. We don't have any like time constraints in that sense. Like we can start answering whenever we have any quite nice questions. Go ahead for sure. What else can we tell you? Oh, by the way, AK, I did download the Stardew Valley, but
It's been a long time. Okay, so
goddamn, I'm not used to those old graphics. I already got used to all the 3D ones right now. It was quite difficult even to go into onboarding phase.
you have to accept the pixels, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like I tried, I got into tan and all that jazz. So I'm figuring it out bit by bit, but my ADHD does not focus right now on it for some reason. I'm trying to like go hardcore with it, but it's not something I'm completely in with yet. Like literally, I
Well, give
would
it some
go
time.
in.
Give it some time.
Yeah. I would open for like 10 minutes and then go into a match from COD, for example, or Battlefield, and then come back in an hour or two, something like that.
No, usually games with pixels got the best game mechanics you could see. Most of the indie projects are dumping their money into graphics, animations, and painters, while some of them are purely focusing on gameplay aspects.
Yeah, honestly, if you
So
look at the industry right now, there's a lot of indie titles getting a lot of attention.
And most of them are, somehow pixel, voxel, or maybe 2D games. They still manage to beat the top players of Steam chart.
Yeah. Did you see that game that went out on the Game Pass on Xbox? I don't remember its name. It was like something black and white. It was like a small studio. The game itself is like $20, if I'm not mistaken, on Steam. But it got a lot of hype.
Last time I launched Xbox was before I joined GiftHorse, so
I literally launched Xbox
so
for the
for you
first
to
time
know
last
how
week.
much I work.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. I'm just saying, like, I was quite starstruck about like how indie games, especially because of Game Pass, a lot of negativity around Game Pass right now, but Game Pass gave an opportunity to a lot of indie titles because people are starting to experiment with this kind of games. It's nice to see, honestly. Well, we've got a question about the tiers on Galaxy. The tier one says only 100 winners, so it'd be the top 100 or just random 100 winners. Honestly, I think the mods will have more information about that because we've got a lot of quests in my head. I can't really pinpoint the Galaxy one. What exactly does it have? So I would, yeah, as Anton as he said, no, it is the top 100. All right, guys. What questions do you have? Honestly, we have like we'll back on for like 20 more minutes. If you have questions, we can go even further, but we can chat a bit and see how you guys are doing. What do you have planned for the weekend, maybe? Honestly, I've got a lot of work to do. I wouldn't even say some. I got to catch up on preparing myself for our excursion to Dubai and Blockchain Live Forum. A lot of work being done for that. What else can we tell you guys? By the way, await big updates in general for the ecosystem. We've got a lot of things being done in the back end, all sorts of partners, so in talks with. And my focus is on bringing us some partners that are focused on the same principles as us, especially in kind of our main goal of creating the economy of giving, of creating something that's actually focused on the community and the people around it, not some big tech gurus that want to make some big cash and invoices like that. So yeah, keep your eyes out. I hope maybe this month we can announce our first partnership. Working hard on that one. So yeah, whenever we have it ready, we'll tell you guys, and you can go rate that new project out so we can have some exciting to discuss. What else, Ricky? Do you have anything concerning the task center? By the way, we do have some big updates coming up. Do you have a timeline for us to expect it?
I'm not sure I can share because a lot of information is under ADA.
All
But
right.
but being fair, should probably be dropped out in full functionality just before the end of October. So uh, just for the context, before we guys used to have Task Center and Tycoon kind of separated within the same bot, but now we're changing that towards a single product, which will be more easy to understand, which will maintain and contain all the key functionality of our ecosystem, including things like monitoring, staking, new activities, news. So all of that will be within the single app, but it just takes some time to wrap up the things. So yeah, we as a startup are kind of limited with the human resources, but our devs are doing their best to make it as soon as possible because we just want to make sure everything is released just as soon as we have the idea how to make it, test it out, check the security, check the bugs, and just drop it for the community. Because we obviously rely on your participation and that and your feedback. So yeah, apart from that, there are a few more extra ways of earning airdrop points, or aka APs, and a bit more of gamification.
Yeah, I'm reading a question also about the task center daily check-in issue. It is for some working fine, for others not. Something to do with the backend and the networks in different regions. We're trying our best to fix this issue as fast as possible. But please do not worry about that. Like literally everywhere we are talking about our games, you have to understand we are in a beta phase. So you can expect some problems. It's fine. And you are the early rider, so you have the most opportunity to get the most APs right now. So even if this is like bugging out a bit, you'll have the opportunity to compensate very soon. Especially like we can help you out soon with some quite good big tasks that can compensate, especially for this daily streak. Honestly, I'm working on a way to make this happen as soon as possible, so that you're not as frustrated as you are right now. I understand the whole frustration; it's all right. Like, but just trust in the process and be patient with us a bit. As
Yeah,
AK said, we are limited in resources a bit.
I'll just add a penny from my side. I'd say uh, because we are trying to make sure that every region has their own separate connection, which is a good practice. So everyone, let's say if you're somewhere maybe in Egypt or any other country, let's say we don't want to keep our servers only in USA or only in Finland, for example. So we try to make the routing as convenient as fast as possible. Our engineers are working hard, but every time there are some limitations, there are some ports or IP addresses are getting blocked, so we have to work around that issue. And it's taking time because some of the servers are already set up perfectly and they do not have any blockers from government or any other providers. But some of the countries are a bit picky, so we just make sure everything should work in a while. But yeah, that's how you go with the modern days where everybody is like trying to isolate themselves, have their own isolated server environment. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, it's all like literally licensing, like logistics, legal stuff. It's a lot of work to do to be done, and we are working tirelessly for it. Honestly, a lot of us even don't have any weekends, so we work like around the clock just to figure out everything, and so that everything is running as smooth as possible for you guys. We're working on making sure that our token is as forward and future looking as possible. As I already told you, I think we are moving to Omni-chain. We are starting out on Ton, but the token itself is going to be on most chains, and you'll have the opportunity to use it quite diversely, expanding its utility as much as possible. Other than that, we are onboarding even not only Web3 partners, we're looking into Web2 partners that want to connect with the future field of Web3, creating the best opportunities for brands, projects, old class businesses, everyone that has the core vision that we aim to achieve, so they have the opportunity to actually go into a forward-looking technology that we are trying to build in general. Speaking of that, since we're waiting for, we've got a question. Project struggle to keep players engaged after launch. What steps is GiftHorse taking to ensure the Tycoon game stays fresh, challenging, and rewarding long term? That's an awesome question. I would say AK has the best knowledge for you for this answer.
Yeah, so there's not really a single formula for that. We have to adapt to the market changes. We have to adapt to our audience. We have to see how our economics are proving themselves solid. So, in terms of gameplay mechanics, we're keeping up with the best practices from mobile games and Web3 games, especially considering that we can cooperate with different projects and kind of exchange the audience and exchange the rewards for a person being here and there equally. But all the mechanics we cannot state or determine just yet because we have a roadmap of key mechanics so far. But sometimes we have to react to our metrics, and then the mechanic is developed within a month just to make sure to keep this metric up. Yeah, we've got a lot of analytics. So we analyze everything. We see how you guys behave in the game. That's usually comes the best ideas comes from the feedback. So yeah, there's no like certain features I can name just yet. There are features that should keep you engaged for a while. For now, for at least the next 6 to 7 months, we have a clear strategy of which features will be released. But for the long-term plan, it's like it's a bit disordered, but we've got the idea in general.
I can add to that maybe something that you guys are quite interested in. Our tokenomics model is made as cyclable as possible in terms of the airdrop. So at least we have like the mathematical capability of creating a continuous seasonal drop. So basically, the location that's done for the airdrop is going to be always updating, and we'll have the opportunity to go on for 4, 5, 6, even 10 seasons, as long as you guys are engaged in the games and engaged in farming those APs and getting the airdrop for GHT. So the incentive part of getting the token for literal engagement and playing is going to be ongoing and has a cycle manner that lets it keep being alive for quite a long time. And it's literally connected directly with how many people are playing and how much are they engaging and helping the token for itself being boosted. So yeah, in terms of incentives, it's cyclical and it has the ability to go on for multiple years. And speaking of multiple years, you do know I have a question for you, AK. Like I sometimes tease you a bit about it and ask you like for a couple of words in that sense. But if you look into the gamify industry in general, gaming in general too, and you look about like what GiftHorse is trying to create and the opportunities giving us as creators, as visionaries, and all that. I'm not saying like just with Tycoon. In general, what what's something that you see could happen in the gaming industry in around like let's say a decade's time? What major changes, especially maybe with AI? Like I've been hearing a lot of rumors of how AI can be integrated into NPCs, integrated into UI ecosystems, and trying to create the gaming a new generation of gaming in general. Maybe you have some
Well,
opinion on that.
these are not rumors. If you go a bit in depth into Skyrim modding community, you would see there's a lot of open AI NPCs there already. So it's already integrated, and some of the NPCs react to your commands. They react to the world, or they can even affect the world. So yeah, we're already in the future. I'd say it's not like it's very far or it's a rumor. There was even a Steam game released couple of weeks ago, maybe a month. I can't remember the exact name of that, and I'm not sure if I will find it right now. But yeah, this is all about like surviving on the planet with an AI companion. If I remember correctly, it's more about a visual novel rather than a complete game. At this point, at current pace, all the developers are trying to replace like the lowest, let's say the lowest tier workers, maybe junior developers. That's why they're so sad about it, is that they're getting replaced by AI because it's very cheap. But that honestly affects the quality of the game and the future of the industry, because we have no trained junior developers, and then all the seniors and middle developers are already getting tired of developing, or either they are changing their occupation or something like that. So yeah, there's gonna be like what analytics are predicting. There's gonna be like a gap in the future, maybe in the next 7 to 10 years, where all the games would be like AI slop, I'd say, or they will be all very buggy. But speaking of AI controlling the units in the game or maybe driving the story, that's a very interesting opportunity. I really want to see how can you restrict the AI not to break the rules that you set up in the game, because there's always a way around. I think the next project that will be like an adaptive open world with AI, city rulers, maybe AI companions or AI patrols, is gonna be very big. It's gonna change how we play the game at some point. But for Web3, I don't know if Web3 is usually something associated with mobile gaming, but if the mobile can handle all those procedures, because I cannot imagine a company running all AI calculations on the servers, as that would be just too expensive.
Yeah, I get what you mean, honestly. By the way, I just got the news. 10 minutes of Battlefield 6, and we already have 480,000 people like waiting their turn on the servers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something actually crazy.
I guess I'll just wait for tomorrow morning, then I'll play tomorrow.
Yeah, I think they're gonna crash those servers, honestly.
Unless I have to go to countryside or somewhere.
Yeah, oh, you're lucky with that, honestly. I would love for some break outside the norms. The city life is getting me all burnt out, to be honest.
Or you can take a taxi to countryside anytime, man.
And so what? I'll just literally sit at a desk in the countryside and what? I don't have anything to do, honestly. Especially right now, like if I went like back home, for example, there I have something to do. Right now, I'm between cities, traveling all around, networking and all that shit. So basically, it's not really an option. And with
I
all the
would like
backlog
to
of work we've
say,
got,
go touch the grass, man.
honestly, everyone should touch grass this weekend, especially with all the bull market and all that. We need to take some break, and I would recommend it. Let's touch grass. Let's calm down, look at the sky, relax a bit. That's something actually I would love to do.
Yeah,
And I think I'll find some time. Yeah,
cold weather is coming soon, so I think it's the best time to do that. Because
it's raining outside.
some of the regions are already very snowy. But speaking of rain, I do have anyone here from UK? Because when I used to live in UK, the rain was such a common thing. I didn't even notice that. I started wearing t-shirt and short pants for a stroll, let's say, or just go into the supermarket. It would be very comfortable if it was like 10 degrees Celsius and
I
rain.
had the same experience in Scotland. I remember like
Oh yeah,
the
then
one
you
in
know.
Scotland. That's it's literally the greenest place I saw in my life, but at the same time the grayest because of all the continuous rain. It literally does not like to be sunny for more than like a day. The next day it's gonna be gray again. Like same with London, same with Manchester. Like even in Saint Pete in Russia, we have the same issue. And but from where I am from Lebanon, it's usually shiny, and you're at the beach, or you're in the mountains, and it's always breezy and sunny and all that stuff. So it was quite something new for me when I first went to Scotland. But then I got used to it, honestly. Like it's something like we as a human society get used to it quite fast, I would say.
What Mo is trying to say, take breaks from hoarding APs and go outside for a walk once in a while. It's useful for your health.
Yeah, I'm not discouraging getting APs, but also touch grass a bit. All right, guys. Do you have any more questions? Honestly, we are like ready to answer as many as you hit us with. If not, we'll like stay on for like 5 more minutes, and we'll see what's next. Don't forget, I've got a space today. You can join us there too. That's about it, I would say. Oh, the space is literally in 30 minutes. I totally forgot. I thought it was in an hour and 30. Do you know what the space is about? Are you joining me, Ike? I forgot about it.
Oh, I can't remember.
It was something about gaming this time, the gamify industry. Yeah, why is pay to win still effective?
Definitely need to see if I can join in. Because it's gonna be quite late at my place. I don't know where those AMAs are. It's so
Yeah,
late in the evening. I'm living in the worst possible time zone for all of that.
I understand. It's all right if you can't make it, but it's in 30 minutes, and we have Ice back hosting. Haven't heard Ice in a while.
Are we hosting or are we guests?
We are guests. We are guests.
Okay, then I'm not sure if they will let me in anyway. but I'll run it on the background while doing my free weekend stuff.
Yeah. Jahidul Islam saying, have you completed all tasks? Honestly, let's get quite an update. Last time we had a lot of people very close to finishing, and even a couple that already were at the last floor at the 20th level. Do you have any people that also reached the last level of the certificate? I'm quite interested in that because myself, I'm still at level 14, I think, but maybe I'm not grinding hard enough as you guys, so I'm interested.
Well, we're definitely expecting you to work rather than grinding our game.
That's understandable, but still, I'm interested how people are doing. The header list, you have time. Don't worry about it. I'm just asking the heavy grinders that we had for like over the last 2-3 months. What do they have already done? Someone's typing. Yes, we are bringing more updates. We have a lot of stuff in the pipeline. We just need you to exercise some patience. And like on Monday, we have some releases coming. The announcements should be going in today, tomorrow, after tomorrow. Plus, don't forget about the Cipher Hunt. I made sure it's out for this weekend so that you have something to look into, have some fun hunting the words. The ambassador program is ongoing. I wouldn't say it's going to end. We're going to keep on onboarding new people, expanding the program so that everyone has an opportunity to speak our mission more broadly and reach it out to everyone around the world. Are there plans to introduce seasonal or limited time missions that include exclusive in-game perks or collectibles? Being planned. I cannot tell you when it's going to happen, but keep a lookout. AK, I think you had a lot of plans in that sense, right? We can't tell them exactly, but we do have that in plans.
Yeah, we absolutely do, but sharing that is it's going to be a big advantage for you guys to, maybe save up some resources. I'm just giving a small hint. So we'll keep that a bit secretive, but with a small hint, okay?
Zero script. My own is that I can still play Tycoon game. Is it not loading for you still? Why don't you open a ticket again? Let me try and get into it a bit deeper. Like, literally tag me in like 2 hours because I have like spaces right now. I wouldn't be able to answer you. But in around 2 hours' time, tag me in the ticket and I'll see how I can help you more deeply. Winnie, will the team consider doing a guide for the Tycoon game? I honestly understand. I know how to fill my shots, but it's like people are not coming to buy. The people coming to buy automatically. I wouldn't say you have to do something specific, but you have to add, like for example, for simply some decorations. They boost your general sales, and your certificate level also boosts the profits that you make and the revenue in general. So, like literally, just keep on grinding, leveling up, and filling up your inventory. Are there any link or partnerships with you guys and T-Book? Because there's a post on the community on X and say you should mint the early tester badge. T-Book. I've got a lot in my mind right now. There was something with T-Book. I cannot pinpoint it. I have to check with the team and who's working with T-Book. Let me get back to you on that. Of course, don't forget the screenshot for the trainee chat. So you get your badge. Alright guys, do we have any more questions? Honestly, I don't remember having a tester badge at the moment because the testnet is not fully implemented for you guys. It's working, but it's not fully ready. Once it's ready, we're going to tell you about it.
That's why it's testnet. We're testing out the systems. So far, we have good results.
Yeah, and soon
We're
like
ready
as
for
soon
the new
as
features to that.
yeah, exactly. Once we roll out the full features, we can onboard the people so that we can have a broader testnet, and you'll have the instructions on how to participate. All right, guys. Do you have any more questions? I'll give you a couple of minutes. If there's no questions, we'll head out and get ready for the next space. Honestly, it's been quite a big Friday. I've got a lot of stuff been doing, and the bureaucracy and all that, like bureaucratic government headache. It's taking its time. Honestly, it's making me go crazy.
Have you got your visa or
It's
not
not
yet?
about the visa. It's not the visa. I'm literally waiting on my renewed passport. I was supposed to get it today, and I went and it's not ready, so I'm guessing next week now.
Well, I hope you get that. I really don't want to be alone on that stage. Then that's scary.
Oh, I got what you mean now. This SBT has been ongoing from July. You can literally just still get it. This SBT, it's something along the lines of an NFT. You can literally go and get it still on T-Book. Right, right, right. I'm sorry, honestly, we've got a lot of stuff happening. I literally forgot about it. If it is still live, you can go in and claim your own SBT. What else? What else, guys? Zahidul Islam's typing. All right, we'll wait for his reply, and I think we'll start wrapping things up. Yeah, man. As always, was quite the pleasure to speak with you. What's the benefit of this mint? It's connected to T-Book. It has its own benefits in terms of future incentives that we're going to be releasing, so keep an eye on it. The people that have it will be able to use it in a similar manner to an NFT. The details are either on T-Book, and the extended ones on our side are going to be released in the near future, hopefully. Like honestly, right now we're very busy on fixing everything and creating like a very comprehensive and fluid game for you guys. So those extra stuff are taking like a backseat in a sense, but they're all in the backlog. It's gonna be made, but we just need some patience. All right. Honor Joseph. GiftHorse has built a fun ecosystem where player meets players. How to ensure that new players can quickly understand the economy and not feel overwhelmed by all the earning mechanics inside the Tycoon game. Like we'll try to explain everything on these AMAs, and we also like once we have something quite big announced, we'll accompany it with an explanatory post, and we're gonna explain it on the AMA, and plus we're gonna be like discussing everything so that there's always a connection between the team and you guys, so that you understand everything. Plus, in addition to that, like all the big features are gonna be receiving their own tutorial inside the game, if I'm mistaken, right, AK? It's something like down the road, not right now. AK, are you still with me? Yeah, I think AK lost connection. Honestly, everything is quite thoroughly thought through, so just be patient. And whenever there is trouble, ask the mods. And if the mods, it's something quite new and the mods don't know about it, they'll tag me and I'll tell you. Yeah, AK, I cannot hear you for some reason. I'm guessing there's trouble with the connection or something happens with Discord at times. Alright, guys, I'll wrap things up. I'll wish you a great weekend coming up. Let's take
Are
a
you
grab.
hearing me now? Sorry to interrupt if you were saying something. Hello?
Yes, I hear you now.
Oh, finally. Sorry, I just wasn't trying to figure out what's happening with the sound, but it seems to be my internet connection.
Yeah, it happens.
It just randomly turns off the mic permission because I'm using a service that constantly reconnects me from server to server, and because of that, the browser is asking for the permission to use microphone, which breaks some things. I have to manually do that all the time, so sorry.
Right. I think we can start wrapping things up. I'll give you the last word and then I'll wrap things up.
Right, so I don't know what to say, to be fair. Well, we're working hard and we hope you guys can see our progress. It's been just a week since our last AMA, so it might not feel like we have a lot of stuff happening in between those AMAs, but all the time we have something interesting coming. We have our own developer stand, as you know, where we test out all the features, and while we're having an AMA session here, our QA engineers are making sure everything works well. So by the next AMA session, you guys should see some extra features, maybe in Tycoon or in Hub in general. But yeah, till then, be sure to complain to us about all the bugs. Contact our support managers, and we'll make sure that everything works fine on your side, on our side, and it doesn't happen to others. So your contribution is not just for yourself, but for everyone there playing our game and enjoying our ecosystem. And for now, I'm wishing you an amazing weekend, an amazing upcoming weekend, and we'll see you at this time next week once again. So if you got something to say or to add more, please go ahead.
Literally wishing everyone a great weekend. Please, everyone, let's keep on grinding the APs and Tycoon, but let's touch grass. Let's see the sun for a bit, especially with the fall being in full swing right now and winter coming up. Winter is coming, as Jon Snow always said after his uncle. Oh my god, I'm spoiling stuff. I have to shut up. So all the best. Let's grind, let's work hard, and let's have a fun weekend too. Hoping everyone had a fun time with this AMA. We discussed a lot of stuff. I would say something out of the norm too, especially with Battlefield coming out and everyone thinking about it, it seems. Yeah. Alright, guys. Have a nice weekend.
Alright, take care all. Bye bye.
Bye bye, guys. I'm gonna be ending the stage in 3, 2, 1.